Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Hako episode number 22 reaction. So the previous episode we get to know that what was her name? Ayame? Yeah, Ayame was actually, or Ayame is actually the sister, the younger sister of Karen. And she knows Chinasu properly, like obviously Chinasu is Karen's best friend. So she knows her and she, has like a good relationship with her, and like something like that. And yeah, which was a big surprise. I wasn't expecting that, but looking at the hair color and everything, it makes sense. Yeah, and apparently she was trying to get trying to get Yusa notice her, and she thought Yusa was part of the badminton club. So she decided to become the manager, and later on realized that Yusa's not even from the school. So now she's stuck being the manager of the badminton club, of the team, the group, and she has to do it. And everyone said that, oh, like Yusa might come back for future practice matches and stuff. So she's decided to stay there for now. But her having a very different outlook on love and stuff. She's very like touchy feely with everyone, and we have Taiki, who's like like looking, taking her and showing her every place because the coach told him to do so. And there has been a few sections where you know it was like weird misunderstanding, like inducing sections where in a weird way at that exact moment Chinasu ends up passing by, and it seems like this is going to be like a thing. But in one way you could say this might actually boost or increase the uh, the pace at which Chinasu properly realizes that she needs to confess to Taiki, or vice versa, something like that. Let's wait and see. Yeah, and also Chinasu also said that she likes Taiki to Karen, so that's a plus thing that happened in the previous episode as well. Anyways, let's see what happens in today's episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Different people have different ways of having fun. She is noticing one by one. Okay, don't. Oh, she realized. Oh no. Emergency contact. Hmm. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh god. Basketball. Wait. Um. Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess she said he stays. He's overseas. Oh my god. The timing. Hey. Oh no. Great job, Karen. Oh, good lord. I was saying, like, okay, she said overseas, so, but then I was thinking, wait a minute, maybe, maybe suddenly someone from overseas is going to come, just like how suddenly Chinasu ends up in situations where, you know, good lord. Well, I can see where this is going to go now. She'll try to, like, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I guess, like, I never really saw any, like I've been paying attention, more attention to the girls basketball club. I guess they also had a, like, boys basketball group as well, which would make sense. If they have a girls basketball team, they'll have a boys basketball team as well. Oh. Hmm. He is tall. Damn, look at him. Great. Well, but you're the manager. Wait. Okay. He's even taller than my size. Okay. Oh no. Okay, great. Her mental workings. Well, she's right about one thing, but the other thing she's extremely wrong. But I guess Karen said it like that to her. So, yeah. Oh no. Oh my god, I feel like she's going to ask her. Here we go. I knew it. But, yeah, right. Uh, yeah. Well, he knows about. He's like, wait, what? Yeah. You told him. Nah, you don't know the whole picture. Taiki likes someone else. Damn. Mm. Oh no. Good lord. Right. Mm. Well, it is actually. I also like that. It sounds a bit cutesy type, like Inota. Wait, what? Okay. Um, right. Wait, so she says you're okay to call me Chi-chan, but she's the senpai, right? The Chi-chan senpai? Oh, she brought. Okay, I see what she did there. She's gonna water it. That's that's indication of her love blooming or something. Over water. Okay, right. 4 days, 3 nights. Oh, fantastic! Eggs. Wow, great. The three departments that we need exactly. Oh no. Oh god. And yeah, she's in rhythmic gymnastics, so there you go. Perfect. Well, yeah, he defeated Yusa. What do you think? It's Dragon Ball? See? Oh my god. Mm. Oh, because of the whole, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What? Amy. Okay. All right. Let me guess. Is this guy one of her exes? Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, those are right. Well, I knew it. Yeah. The older one. Well, it's pretty obvious looking at it. Okay. Well, that's her liking, but uh, yeah, but Well, I guess. Yeah. Okay. What is that? Oh. Well, you remember 30%. Hmm. Oh no. There we go. Right. Right. 呃 2 hours. Oh, we're already going to be okay. In today's episode only, okay. Hey! What? How are the spiders selectively like targeting her? In 2 episodes there's been 3 spiders already. Right. Damn. Wow. 2 hours. Oh yeah, they took that one. Damn. Hmm. Wow. Well, obviously they. I guess they do need stamina, but like not like this. I guess. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. Nice. He's moving well, especially after the whole Yusa. Right. Oh yeah, he's going to talk to him about the. Hmm. Well, the whole thing with Yusa, like Haryu's. All right, you're literally saying that. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they've been busy with their, and their gym is like at a distance. Yeah. Oh wow, convenient. Immediately at that exact moment, she. Oh god. Truth and Dare. I know it. Or yeah, or King's Game. Oh, it's a bit different from the normal King's Game. So it's already written. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, okay. And every sentence. Well, it's the game. Hmm. I have your hair. Oh, okay. Wow. Mm. She has done something great. Oh, it's made the. Wait, she the one who did the dent, or was it already there? Well, what's written there? Obviously, stare at the person on your left. Oh no, it's gonna be something even crazier. I feel like declare. Ow! Uh, right. Oh no, this is not good. In no way can he say that in front of so many people. So, oh, the 30%. Good lord. Myself or Kyo. Something like just try to. I don't. In no way is he saying that here. That'll be crazy if he actually says that here. So I'm thinking he'll probably say something else. He'll probably say that of me or something. I don't know. Like yeah, probably it'll like make people think that he's a narcissist. But at least he'll be able to get out of this whole situation. I don't know. Or if that not that, I think he'll probably tell Kyo or something like like oh, as a friend, like oh no, they said romantically. Okay, never mind. Right. Okay, they said that you can say this to someone else as well, like you're not really confined in this room. So maybe you know what? I have no idea. Let's wait next episode. Okay. And that was today's episode. So, today we had Ayame having a crazy misunderstanding and thinking that, oh, she's thinking that she's figured everything out, but obviously she's figured nothing out. And with her little understanding, she wants to stick together the people that she thinks likes each other. So we have Hinatsu, who apparently she thinks like this guy, I forgot his name, who came from abroad. He thinks she likes him because Karen told her about the whole, like that whole, like a random person from overseas, and ended up becoming true. So that happened. And then we have Taiki and Hina. Now for Taiki and Hina, she did kind of guess that correctly in a way, but at the same time she doesn't have the full information. She thinks that like Hina has confessed and Taiki hasn't really answered her, but she doesn't have the other half of the scenario, which is that the reason why Taiki hasn't answered her is because he has someone else that he likes. So that part of the scenario she has no idea about. So she's like, oh, why is Taiki doing this? Let me, make sure that he gets to know Hina's charm. So that is her plan. Her plan is using the school training camp to make these individuals that like each other, in her head at least, like each other more, and like do something about the whole situation. She's playing Cupid basically. Like she's had enough fun, like just going out with other people. Now she has this eyes set on Yusa, so she's like, you know what, like let me act as Cupid and help out as many people as I can. But obviously she has some wrong information in her head which are making her have some wrong interpretation of the whole like relationship dynamic. Either way, yeah, that's what she's doing now. Today's episode, a few things happened with what can I say, like the whole, like who likes who, like the whole relationship dynamic. For example, number one, I'd like to say the new guy who came in, again I forgot his name. I'm pretty sure he likes Jinatsu. From the looks of it, like from the little bit that I saw of him interacting with Jinatsu, I'm like 50 to 60% sure he likes Jinatsu. That's number one. That's a new addition, I guess, in this relationship dynamic, you could say. Number two, Chinatsu, since after accepting or like telling Karen that she likes Taiki, after admitting it, she is actually conscious about Taiki, which hasn't happened up until now. So this is another change in the relationship dynamic. That's number two. What else? You could say number three. Hina, maybe like Hina has like now that Ayame has told her that, oh, you should grab him, and like, and you should try to like make sure that he gives you an answer. Maybe that has changed something in Hina as well. Maybe Hina is now thinking, or Hina will be trying to be more serious about it. But no, I get, what? No, probably not, because Hina herself said later on, even after that, she said that, what, I just am happy, or I'm enjoying the like feeling of liking Taiki in itself. The feeling of liking him in itself is something that I like. So I'm okay with not getting an answer immediately. It's fine. She did say that, but yeah, you know what? So these two are the main relationship dynamics, like change, you could say. Number one, this new dude who just pops up suddenly, and number two is Chinatsu actually feeling conscious about Taiki after her admitting to her love. And in a way, in a visual representation, you can see that she actually brought a cactus after Karen, compared her love to a blooming flower, a blooming plant, something like that. If you remember in the previous episode, she said, and she she actually brought a cat. That was a cactus, right? Or wait a minute, I think that was a cactus. Yeah, I think so. She brought a cactus and now she's like watering it. Oh my god. In a way, I guess that'll probably make her like remind her of um the fact that she likes Taiki, and like, because Chinatsu gets a little bit, too much, like into the whole basketball thing, as Karen kind of said, that you are just going with your what you want to do currently. You're just playing basketball and everything, and the flower that is there, it's blooming, you are keeping an eye on it, but you're not really paying that much attention. Sometimes you water it, sometimes you don't. You do get concerned when the whole situation is a little bit like difficult, maybe like because of bad weather. You get a little bit concerned about the flower, but that's the extent to what it is. You're not really focusing on the flower, you're focusing on something else. The flower is there, but you're just kind of sidelining, like, looking at it in a sideline way, so that's the thing. So in a way, you could say maybe like buying this cactus is like a way, in a visual way, like, her way of kind of accepting her love and kind of showing that, oh, she'll think about this more, not only basketball, she'll think about this part of her life more as well, this blooming like, love that she has, that still hasn't bloomed. Yeah, so something like that, I don't know. Right. Another thing you could say, which I'm not 100% sure, but you could say that this might actually be another thing that has changed. I was going to say both Chinatsu and Hina, both of them might have like a misunderstanding about Taiki and what's her name, Ayame. But I'm taking out Hina out of the equation because Hina actually talked to Ayame, and Ayame directly told her, "Oh, I don't like him. Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that." So I'm taking Hina out of that whole equation. But there's a possibility because you see that scene where Taiki went with Ayame to like to get the shuttlecocks and all that. Both Hina and Chinatsu looked over there. Previous episode as well, there's been two instances where Chinatsu came at a very wrong time when like Ayame was like almost on top of Taiki. There's a possibility that Chinatsu, at least, because Hina, like, like Ayame directly talked to Hina and completely squashed that possibility and told her that, oh, I'm not interested. But she never talked about anything like that to Chinatsu because she doesn't even know that Chinatsu likes Taiki. So Chinatsu, at least, I feel like she might have a little bit of a like she knows her. Obviously, she knows her personally, Ayame. But still, even though that's the case, she might still be a little bit conscious about situations like this. So yeah, that's another thing you could say that might be a little bit of change in the relationship dynamic. Either way, these are what happened, and now finally we have the whole King's game where Ayame is trying her like using her big brain move, but turns out Nishida completely threw water in that. Oh my god. But yeah, now Taiki is confronted with a question which is even more crazy. Now, like, like she doesn't really know what to do. I guess we'll have to, like next week we'll get to see what he says, what he decides to say there. Yeah, so that's the situation. Okay, a few other things, important things to talk about. First and foremost, we have Haryu not really practicing with Taiki. Now, this thing, I think it's the reason behind it is probably, is it Yusa? I'm not really sure because like he got defeated by Yusa, and I feel like Haryu's probably going through a similar situation as Taiki, where it's just like how Taiki went through that whole situation where he didn't know what to do. He was like practicing, but he was not improving, and he was like looking at everyone and seeing how everyone else is improving, but he's not. But he was able to overcome that. On during the match, he was able to overcome that. If you see, and he defeated Yusa like that. Maybe it's a similar situation to that here. Like that Haryu is also facing. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's something else. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's just focusing on his own game. Who knows? Maybe it's plain and simple like that. Or maybe he's also kind of, like afraid to see where he stands. Because as long as you do not know, you chill, like this feeling sometimes it happens where you are trying to do something and you know that I'm not good enough, but you're giving your all every single day, practicing, doing something, be it studies, be it something else, you're doing your best. And then a time comes where you have to go through a test, but you're afraid about the fact that when you give the test, it'll be very obvious where you stand. Have you improved, have you not? It'll be very obvious, you'll get to know that. You're afraid of getting to know that, because if by any case you are underperforming, all the practice that you have done up until now, you will be thinking that all of that was for waste. That was a wastage. So you're afraid of knowing where you stand. And here Taiki is the perfect person to show him that, because as they said, Taiki currently is the best player in his group, at least, in the junior, the group that he's playing in. He's the best player, so he's the best person. And especially because he's also matched up against Yusa was his opponent. He's the best person to show Haryu where he stands. Has he improved or has he not? Maybe Haru is afraid of getting to know that. I don't know. I just thought about it like that. Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe he just wants to focus on his own game and not, maybe it's as plain and simple as that. I have no idea. Well, you know what? Let's wait and see. So that's the whole thing with Haru that's going on. Okay. A few other things. For example, Ayame's whole conversation, that whole section where she talks to Taiki and tells him that, oh, that's my ex, and oh, that's also my ex. And Taiki's like, bruh, what the hell, damn, you're in some different league. At which she says a few words which is kind of interesting. She says I don't think it is, or it is okay to just reject them without even trying to go out with them. When someone confesses to you, it's a nice feeling. You like it. And she also says something about, I would rather go out with the person that confesses to me than wait for my love for someone to bloom. Something like that. Basically, which is also, yeah, there is a little bit of truth to it. Not gonna lie, but that also kind of shows that maybe your love for this other person isn't genuine enough. If that's how you think, right? If that's how you think that, oh, there's two people, this one person confessed to me and this other person I personally like. So if your thought process is oh, this person confessed to me, so I might as well go out with them instead of waiting for the other person and to get to know my feelings, maybe your love for that other person wasn't really that deep enough. If you come to this decision, if it is really as deep as Taiki, 100%, then what Taiki is going through, that's probably what's going to happen. You won't be able to take a decision. Yeah, something like that. And not only that, if genuinely and the situation with Taiki, Hina, and Chinansu is that the reason why he cannot really reject Hina as well is because he also does kind of like Hina, but as they explained, it's 30% overlapping 100%. Hina is the 30% while Chinansu is the 100%. And each of them are not really taking each other's position, it's overlapping. Something like that. But anyways, I you could say it in that way as well, that if you just go for the easy way out, maybe your or your love for the other person, maybe that wasn't really deep as you thought it was. Something like that. Right. You know what, I'm going to read this section. Okay. What about Yusa? That is totally different. I mean, why wouldn't I be grateful when someone tells me that they like me? Even if I don't like them at that time, I might start to after going out with them, which is true as well. You're not wrong. So why not give it a try? Even if I like someone else, who knows how long it'd take for them to like me back. It'd be quicker for me to fall for someone who already says they like me. Like I said, she's not wrong, but at the same time, what she's saying would only come true in a situation where your love for the other person that you like isn't really deep enough. That is the only time when you're going to think in this way. If you think that, oh, like, that I like this person, but who knows when this person will like me back, so I might as well go out with the person that likes me and fall in love with them. This way of looking at it is only possible when you like that other person in a very, not in a very deep way. you know if you're like head over heels of for that person, like Taiki here, in no way would you think like this. It would make no sense to think like this. So that's it. That's basically what it is. And I guess this kind of shows that what's her name, Ayame also hasn't really fallen for anyone in that serious manner up until now. Like, she doesn't know what it feels like to be in love. And that is why when Hina says, in that section, that, oh, the feeling of liking someone in itself is something that I enjoy, is like, these words were in a way completely foreign to Ayame. You can see Ayame was actually startled when she said that. She was actually startled, probably because she doesn't understand that, what that means or how that feels like, because she's never really liked someone properly. She just like, oh, this person looks good, I might as well go out with them, that kind of thing. If you genuinely start liking someone, that'll be different. And she has never gotten to know what that is up until now, and that's why she can say stuff in a way like this. But like I said, I'm not saying that she's wrong. What she said here is correct, but it's only correct in a certain situations when the person you like, you don't really like them that much or that deeply. Then what she's saying is correct. Yeah, might as well go out with the person that likes me than, like, wait for the other person. But it is only in that scenario that what she's saying comes true. Otherwise, she's wrong. That's not how it goes. Right. But Taiki kind of listened to her, and he said that is true. You see them differently once you know how they feel. There you go. And yeah, he has personal experience in that. Um, and we have Ayame being like, oh, does this mean that he actually has a little bit feelings about Hina? Right. Yeah, she's not wrongly really at that way. But she like I said, she doesn't have the full information. She has no idea that he likes Chinatsu or Chinatsu likes him back. I wonder how she would have reacted if she had the whole information. What she would have done and how she would have changed. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. That's what happened. Was there anything else? Any important things to talk about in today's episode? No. Yeah, that is it. Also, another thing, it's pretty obvious what she's trying to do. In the training camp, she is probably going to try to, like stick together Hina and Taiki, while Chinasu and this other guy. Obviously, like the main thing about this is that I guess the other guy, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like he does have feelings for Chinatsu. Chinatsu, yeah, no, definitely not. But for Taiki and Hina, Taiki has that whole 30% thing going on for Hina, while we have Hina who has a 100% thing going on for Taiki. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in Hina's brain. I'm not sure if it's 80% or or is it full 100%. I have no idea, but yeah, this is the situation, and I'm pretty sure the whole bonfire is going to come into play here. Like, as they said, like, oh, people who confess during that part, they're going to stick together forever. That whole thing. That's definitely going to come in play, and yeah, there you go. Let's see what happens. Okay, and that was today's episode. Right, that was my reaction to episode number 22 of Hako. That was my overall impressions. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Let me see if I missed anything. In the very first scene, we see Ayame pestering her elder sister to talk about Chinasu, and she's like, oh, does she like anyone? Does she like anyone? Does she like anyone? And obviously they're sisters, so she very much knows how to properly understand what her sister is feeling even without her telling her. So she was like observing her, and she just kept quiet immediately. So she immediately deduced that, oh, that means she actually has someone she likes. Who is that person? Tell me, tell me, tell me. And Karen knew that, good lord, this girl is not going to leave me alone unless and until I say something. And if I talk about Taiki, she's going to butt in and make a bigger mess. So let me just say some random person. So he's like, oh yeah, this person who is overseas, and who's like plays overseas from the boys basketball team. Yeah, that person. Right. And obviously Karen thought that, okay, I said like overseas, so this won't be a problem. Like if it's overseas, she cannot really do anything. But good lord, this this show decided to suddenly, exactly at that moment, bring out a character who apparently was outside overseas and suddenly decided to has come back. Great. Okay, wait, what is his name? Let me check. Wait, let me check. What's his name? Second year Kazuma Matsuoka. Right. Kazuma. Oh, it's Kazuma. Okay. Right. So yeah, so he's here, and immediately I was like, oh, that's him. It's him, right? This was the guy that they were talking about. Right. So there you go. That's that. And now I'm just like, okay, so Chinasu actually likes this guy, and then Taiki comes in and asks her about like the schedule and all that. Then Hina comes in, and this is where she deduces that probably Hina likes Taiki as well. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. So she goes outside to put the stuff outside, the garbage, and this is where she meets Hina properly, and she's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe you actually like Taiki. And she's like, what? Her whole expressions after that kind of gave it away. So she's like, oh, you're right then. I'm right then. Okay, so then she was like, oh, you should confess, like this and that. And at which she's like, yeah, I did confess. I've already done that. At which she starts thinking, she's like, wait a minute, so what's happening? Like, Taiki hasn't really replied to you. So, like, he, like why is he doing that? You should grab him and tell him to like give an answer. Yeah, like you should do that. And obviously she has no idea. She has just like half the information that like is going on. Either way, she decides to like help out Hina with Taiki, but Hina did tell her that, oh, but like I like the fact that I like her. That in itself is something that I like. So it's okay. In this part, where is that part? Okay, she says, okay, leave it to me. I'll help your love succeed. And Hina says, like, no, where's that part where she says, oh, there you go. It can be easy for you. And she says, yeah, but I like having feeling for Taiki. Yeah, like I said, this is a section where she felt a little bit startled because, like I said, Ayame herself has never fallen in proper love before. So this is something that she will never understand. The feeling of enjoying the process of genuinely liking someone. Yeah. And a big proof of that is, like I said, later on when she talks to Taiki about choosing someone who already has feelings for her or choosing someone that she likes. The fact that she was able to say that means she has never really fallen for someone genuinely. Anyways, that's that. Now next we get to see Chinasu coming back, and Taiki was also going, so Chinasu calls Taiki as Inota. The nickname that Ayame uses. And he's like, oh, why that nickname? And she's like, And she's like, should I call you Chi-chan as well? And she's like, yeah, sure, why not? Taike's like, what? And she's like, oh, actually call me Chinatsu. And then she's like, just kidding. Obviously, like she couldn't commit to it. So she just like waved it off as a just kidding. Anyways, that's that, and you can see she has brought a cactus. And at first, I was like, okay, wait a minute, why did she buy a cactus? And then I remembered about the whole conversation about watering the plant and making the flower bloom, and so she bought a cactus, and she's watering it now. And in the manual, it's written, "Don't overwater will flower with sunlight." What? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, she's thinking there's a balance to everything. Like, right. Anyways, then after that we have I am getting, like, knowing or getting to know that, oh, they'll be actually going in a little training camp, and lo and behold, the departments that are going there are, wait a minute, let me see, badminton, basketball, and rhythmic gymnastics team. Fantastic! Wow, what a coincidence, right? Exactly the three teams that we needed. And I was like, yeah, perfect opportunity. So it's like 3 days or like 4 nights or something like that, they said, yeah. Or no, 4 days, 3 nights, yeah. And I was like, oh, perfect opportunity for me to stick Chinatsu and this dude together, Kazuma, and Hina and Taiki together. Right. And then after that, you can see that she actually sees Taiki in action, that Taiki is actually someone who plays really well. And when Nishida's like, oh, he actually defeated Yusa, he's like, wait, what? She's like, really? He's actually that good? Right. Anyways, and then they go to the gym to get some shuttlecocks. This is the section where we see Chinatsu and Hina, both of them, look at them when they were like going on their way. Right. And then we have this guy Kazuma talking to Chinatsu, and from the interactions, it seems like he kind of likes Chinatsu. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it seems like. Okay, anyways, and then we have the whole conversation where Taiki and Ayame were walking, and like a few of the guys were going and talking to Ayame, and Taiki's like, damn, you know a lot of people. And she's like, oh yeah, well, actually they were my exes. And she's like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, this guy was from spring to winter, and this guy was from winter to summer, something like that. She says, I don't know. She says something like that, and so Taiki's like, okay, man, like this is crazy. And this is where she talks about how like, if like someone confessed to you, feel you like it, and you'll give it a try, and if you don't even give it a try, who knows whether like maybe you will start liking them after you start going out. So like I said, there's a few things that she said where she's not really wrong, but at the same time, she has her world is very much like in a bubble. Like in her little bubble, she is thinking in a way which she thinks is correct, but outside the bubble there's the whole thing about genuinely liking someone, which she still hasn't experienced. So that is out of her bubble, so she has no idea how that feels like. And and when she realizes that feeling, if she really genuinely likes someone, starts liking someone, that is the day when she will change her mind completely, where all these things that she's saying up until now about, like, oh, like, she'll change her mind completely about it when she genuinely realizes what liking someone is. But before that, obviously she has her own way of thinking about it, at which Taiki also kind of says, like, yeah, I can understand what you're saying, like, after confession there's a lot of the times when your like feelings might change, at which Ayame again like is like, oh damn, so there's a chance, Hina has a chance. Then we have that little mini section where the girls basketball team were talking about the whole bonfire like legend. Chinasu was listening to it. Then next we have the you know the training camp. On the day Ayame is ready to do whatever she has to do, the training is ongoing. It's a crazy training, and like, yeah, things are going. And this is where Taiki also asks Haru about the whole oh, practice with me, but Hari was like, nah, that part. Later on, after bath, you know, like, yeah, Hina comes in. I am is like, oh, let's play. Oh no, sorry, I think like Nishida. Yeah, Nishida's one is like, oh, let's play like a game. At which I am is like, oh, let me join in as well. And then suddenly Chinasu and Nagisa were also there. So they were like, oh, you guys join us as well. So there you go, like a great team. Hari is there in that group as well. So we have the whole crew here. Right. This is the whole crew, right? Wait a minute. Let me see. Is there anyone we're missing here? No. This is literally the whole crew. And a few extras, obviously, but you know. Like, you know, Nishida and Nagisa are not really part of the crew, but you could say, like, you know, they are kind of as well in a way. Yeah, we, you know, don't really get much of them. Like I feel like Nagisa is like the least, as the character, is the character in this group at least, who has the least screen time, then Nishida. And Aime is new, you know. Other than that, we have Haryu, Kyo, Taiki, Hina, and Chinatsu, all the main people in the group, all over here in the same place. Oh no. Anyways, here I am. Okay, so they talk about playing the King's game. Now, this King's game is a little bit different. At first, I was like, oh, they were, you know, making like a roundabout thing. So I was like, oh, they're going to play like Truth or Dare with a bottle or something. But this is Japan. Obviously, it's not called Truth or Dare here in a way. Yeah, they do play Truth or Dare, but the more popular thing is the King's game for them, right? And usually the King's game, as far as I know, is the whole thing with the straw, where you have the straw and there's like one king straw, and you pull them out, and if you are the king and the straws are like numbered, like 1 2 3 4, and you kind of say like, oh, number 3, do this to number 1 or something like that. You know, it's kind of like that. It's like a different version of a Truth or Dare, kind of. It's just the dare part. Oh no, the truth part is also there, I guess. You can tell one person to ask the other person a question. You can do that as well. So that becomes a truth kind of thing. But anyways, it's the version of Truth and Dare that we've seen in anime, like people play. So that's usually the King's game. Here, however, this one's a bit different. So basically, they're using cards to play it. So okay, let me read this part. Card version of the King's game. So right, it's not that kind of game you're imagining. Cards are playing the role of the king. Yeah, so you're not the one who's telling the other person to do something. It's already written on the card. So first we draw a follower card to decide who has to obey the command. Yeah. Then they draw a king card and follow the command. So you're the follower and you're also the king. Not really. You also draw the king card, and the king card tells you what to do. So, you know, like, yeah. So, right. There you go. It's a bit different, but you know, it makes sense. So like get flicked on the finger. So how do you immediately flicks in? Yeah, so simple enough. Now, you know, like things happen. The first one was basically like, you know, Kyo end his sentences with a mya, you know, and he does that. We have Chinatsu get a hair makeover. They do that. And then we have Ayame doing the whole sneaky thing where she's like, oh, I know where this is going to go. Like, you know, she knows which one's the follower card, and she kind of like did it, like arrange it like that, so that Taiki takes it up. Taiki takes it, and she also knows what is the one immediately after it, the king card. And in the king card, it was written that you're going to look at the person on your left, I think. Yeah, like Hina's sitting on the left, so the person on the left, you're going to look at them. So she's like, oh, this is how he'll realize like Hina's charm. Yeah, Nishida shuffles it. And and then what's written is even crazier. Declare your love to the loved one. So here they mention specifically that romantically you have to say. So you cannot really say like, oh, my mom or my dad or something, or my pet cat or something. You cannot say something like that. Yeah, so basically you have to commit to it. Now I'm genuinely curious what he's going to say here. Like, oh, you know what, I feel like he might say something vague. He might say something like, oh, this one girl in the but that will not be vague for Chinatsu. You know, Chinatsu will immediately realize. I was going to say, he was going to say something along the lines of, "Oh, this one girl I meet in my training session, every day," or something like that. He's going to say, which is not going to be false, but at the same time, he's not lying. But at the same time, it will be vague enough for not people to not understand. But Chinasu will understand immediately. So will Hina. So I don't think that's going to fly well. So I have no idea what he's going to say here. I don't think he can lie here. But at the same time, what can you say that is the truth, but at the same time, nobody realizes what he's trying to say? Like, I don't know, man. I have no idea. You know what? Let's wait and see. And there you go. That is it. That was my reaction to episode number 22 of Aono Hako. Right. Ame is doing some crazy stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. It's just she's just kind of crazy. Like the main problem here is that she has half of the information, which is making her do stuff which she also doesn't understand what she's doing. So it's just making these weird type of situations, you know. And yeah, but maybe this is going to spur them, the two people in question, to actually take some action, because otherwise they're just not doing anything. Literally, they're just, none of them are doing anything. It's like the, what is this episode 22. It's episode 22. The only person who has been working, or like doing something about the whole situation, is Hina. Both Taiki and Chinas were just literally not doing anything, dragging the whole thing around. And so, you know what, I feel like it's about time we need someone who just, like flames blows fire into the flame and just, make it erupt. Otherwise, things are not going to go smoothly at all. This is going to keep going up until Chinatsu graduates and Taigi is just there, like literally just all alone, like just never being able to confess. And that's probably what would have happened. You know what would I feel like that, I don't know, I have no idea, but I feel like there's a big possibility that would have happened if Hina and what's happening now, these two things didn't happen. That might have been the future. Like Chinatsu never realized her feelings, or even if she realized, she never admitted to it, and Taiki just not getting the courage to confess at all. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So good thing, at least something is happening. Like better than nothing at least. Right, so there you go. That is it. That was my reaction to this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Aono Hako. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.